Carolyn, where does this hatred come from? And how do you have any tricks and tips on helping people realize that it's hate and hate is incorrect? It's like because what I fear is beyond hate comes a murder, beyond hate comes what happened yesterday in Las Vegas, beyond hate comes insanity. And when you go insane, you do all kinds of stuff. You bomb people, you feel that this is okay. And where does it come from, and how can we as humans realize that we're hating something which is ungodly? There's no such thing as hate. It's like the opposite of what God is. And then why did he bring it to us then? If it's so wrong, why do we even have it in our consciousness, in our programming? Where does it come from? And that's my topic today. I'm going to talk with a mufti, because, for example, in Islam and in Judaism, as you know, a pork is not allowed. Pig is not allowed. So, but we have been raised hating the pig, and I don't understand. Yesterday only, I was thinking, why do we hate the pig? The pig was made by the same God. Fine, you don't eat it, that's fine, but how can you hate something which was made by the same God, which you are supposed to love, and it has a purpose? Or people hate dogs, and then there are other people who love dogs. Like Carla would probably faint if I said, I hate your dog. And people in our part of the world, I was raised disliking dogs, and I was raised scared of dogs, but not hate them. But there are people who hate dogs. There are people in Pakistan who hate the hijras. The hijras are these people they call them unisexes, for example. How can you hate someone? Then there are Sunni Muslims who hate Shias. And if that is true in Islam, for example, if you do that, then how can we say Burmese are wrong to hate the Muslims and kill them because they hate them? It's fine for them because they hate them. Or how can we say that some Americans hate the Muslims because they do something wrong? How can we stop them? How can we say they're wrong and we ourselves are haters of something? Do you want to say something about it?
Sure. It's such an important question, especially in light of what's going on in Burma, and especially in light of what's just happened in Las Vegas. And the first part of your question, where does it come from? The simple answer is it comes from fear. We hate what we fear, and we fear what we don't understand. And we don't understand what we don't feel a connection to, what we can't imagine being a part of us. So you distill it down, and it comes down, I believe, to connection. That when you feel connected with humanity, when you have the feeling that everyone on the planet is your brother and sister, when you feel connected with all living things, when you feel connected with trees and bees and butterflies, and most importantly, when you feel connected with that creative power that is the source of all, then you're much less likely to be afraid of something that you don't understand, because your default position is, I'm connected to them. And so, for instance, the work that I do with people around Donald Trump, who, and so many are having a really hard time with him. And it's very understandable, because how can we connect with that kind of angry rhetoric? Well, we have to look at the reason it upsets us is because we have that within us. That in me, there is a Donald Trump who is selfish and who is saying cruel things. That energy exists in me. I haven't brought it into expression the way he has, but it exists in me. And if I cannot love that part of me and forgive that part of me and urge that part of me to ripen and to grow into goodness, then I won't be able to love Donald Trump. So my connection to what I don't understand and don't particularly like and I'm afraid of has to start here. If I'm seeing something that's triggering me and that is causing me to go into fear and into hatred, then it's my job to ask myself, where is Donald Trump in me? Where are the Buddhists who are killing the Muslims? Where are they in me? Where is the man that killed all of those people in Las Vegas? Where does he exist in me? That's uncomfortable work because I'm going to have to work very hard and be very honest to admit that all of those energies exist in me at some level. But once I do admit it, then I can connect. Now, why is it here? That was the other part of the question. Why is hatred here at all? As best I know, and there are probably people who are much wiser than I, this is just what I've learned so far, but as best I know, it's here for us to grow from. It's here for us to say, not that. I think of the story of Abraham about to sacrifice his son and how the angel said, stop, don't harm the child. That there comes to each of us a point in our development when we are very much like Abraham. We may think we have to hurt something that we love in order to advance ourselves in life. We may think that we have to go against our conscience, but there's a better angel that says, stop, grabs our hand, don't harm the child. That says, stop to the Buddhists, don't harm the Muslims. Stop. And the more we listen to that angel, the more we will be able to move forward as Abraham was able to move forward. But it's a point in history where we're all like Abraham. We're all at that point where we think we have to be cruel in order to get something done. But also in the picture is the angel, our better selves.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you, Rehan.